All right, so I think I'm live now. I think I'm live now. Hey guys, hello, happy Wednesday. Hope y'all are doing okay today. Got some good news today. I actually had a friend who had a baby, so she sent me pictures of the baby earlier this morning. So that's exciting. That's I'm so happy for her. This is her second one, so and everything seems to be okay. Yep, we're good. Awesome. Yes. Okay, we're good. Awesome. All right, guys. Hi. How are y'all doing? So happy Wednesday. All right, so let's get started because I don't want to waste too much time. So this is your chance to ask me whatever questions you want to ask me about. Please be specific with your questions. If you want to know about your life, what specifically about your life are you asking me about? If you ask me a general question, you will not get an answer or response because it's a general question. If you want to connect with a loved one in spirit, then who do you want to connect with? And I'll try to connect with that person and see if I can give you anything from them that can help you and help you to know that they're with you, or that or any messages they may want to share with you. It's easier to do it whenever I have y'all on video. So if you want to be on video, which is my preferred way to do readings, just get over to Instagram because that's where the videos are at. The video calls are at. Hopefully we won't have any issues with that today. If you are on YouTube or Facebook, please be careful just because there are people who like to go in there who are trolls. They will private message you. Just this past weekend, there was someone who had they made an account in my name and they started to respond to people with my picture, asking people if they had a reading, etc. I will never solicit a reading from you guys, okay? I will never ask you to buy services from me. If you want to buy services from me, just go to my website. It's all available there. I'm not going to try to sell you on something in the conversation. So if you want a reading, just go to my website. If you don't want a reading, keep coming to the lives, right? So just be careful, guys, for you on YouTube and on Facebook, because it's only on YouTube and on Facebook. I don't know why it's only on Facebook actually. So I'm hoping that they'll get that together. It's weird because I reported it to Facebook and I even hey, this person's pretending to be me, and then Facebook responds and says, we didn't find any evidence that they were pretending to be you. I'm like, they're using my picture, they're using my company name. What else do you need? I mean, this is not me. So I'm like, what the hell's wrong with y'all? So anyways, but yeah, you'll be able to tell if it's my account because I have thousands of followers and I have tons of posts. So if you ever get approached by a account or by anyone who seems like me, but then you check the profile and there's nothing there and there's lack of anything and there's lack of followers, it's not me then. So just so y'all know. If you want to know more about what I do, go to my website, fernandomarone.com. Everything's available there. People like to private message me asking me to, if they want to book an appointment or they want to know pricing or availability. It's a waste of time. Just go to my website because I don't even keep up with my own availability and I don't even know what's going on half the day. So I just focus on the work. I don't focus on the scheduling part. That's automated. So it's easy for y'all. But if not, just keep coming back here. I know some people come and show up to the lives and their expectation, people have the expectation that because you show up to the live, you're guaranteed a reading. You are not. If you show up to a live, you are showing up to the live. There's no guarantee you will actually ever get a reading. And if you've been showing up for a while and I'm not seeing your questions, or I just don't seem to be responding to your questions, ask yourself 2 questions. Am I asking general questions? And am I being specific enough, or is this something that he's just not going to read? So just FYI, ask yourself that question. But I try to pick new people every single time I do this. So for those of y'all who want to catch an attitude with me or be upset, I'm not guaranteeing y'all a reading. I'm doing this. It's free. There's no charge. I try to pick new people every single time. That's the best I can do. So beyond that, that's your mindset. That's where you get tripped up on. But I do try to pick new people every single time. I don't try to pick the same people. So just FYI with that. I am foul-mouthed. So for those of you who have kids, if you are watching and you will be offended by me being foul-mouthed, then prepare yourself because that's just who I am, and I like to express myself in a very colorful way. So be aware of that as well. I think that's it. I think that's all I have to tell you guys. Yeah, that's it. So that's all. So let's get started here. So I'm not going in any particular order. I'm going to be bouncing around here. Peaceful heart. Hey Ferny, who is my main guide? Thank you. Main guide. You have 3 guides, but you have a main guide. Main guide, I want to say the main guide's name is, it sounds like Chris, so I think it's a male, like Christopher or Christoph. So I think it's a male, okay? Happy belly, please. Hi, Ferny. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to ask how many lives I've lived and if you can tell me what I did in a significant one. Thank you. Love you. Love you too, sweetheart. Love you too. Significant lives. So how many lives have you lived? I feel like you've had about 72. So I would say about 72 because I'm seeing that 70 number. So I want to say 72. And one of the more significant ones, you were a guard at a significant like prison or detention center. When I think of this, I keep thinking of like Alcatraz, back in the Alcatraz days when you had like prison guards who would like view and they would be on the tower. I keep seeing you at the top of a tower looking to see. If it wasn't Alcatraz, I hate to say this because this is definitely gonna be intense. If it isn't Alcatraz and being a watchman during that, then it would be a watchman during the World War II when the Nazis had concentration camps, and you were one of the Nazis looking to see if anyone would try to escape. So I feel like it's one of the two, but it could actually be both of them. But I'm going to say it's like one of the two because I keep seeing that visual or image. So in this lifetime, you might have some behaviors and tendencies that go against the idea of being in prison or go against trying to force people to do anything or be anything. You might actually have a theme in this lifetime play out where you're trying to learn how to like just go with the flow and not try to control everything. And that's going to be part of like the theme that you learn in this lifetime, especially other people, because you can't control other people. And not only that, but I mean, you've already had a life where you were part of an imprisoning of people. So that would have been a significant one, I believe. Little Rosie. Hi, Ferny. Any messages from my mama or spirit guides? How many spirit guides do I have? You have 2 guides. The main guide's name is Yolanda. I want to call her Yoli, but it's like Yolanda. And your mom. Messages from your mom. Yeah, your mom, first of all, she is... Thank you. I don't know if you've been gardening or she was a big gardener because I keep seeing a garden, but I also keep feeling like I have to change the border or I have to change the boundary of the garden. So either she's acknowledging you making a garden and then acknowledging the changing of the border of the garden, or you or her having a garden and it's been changed or the border has been changed. But there's something about that because she's making reference to that. She also keeps acknowledging nickels. It's going to sound weird. If you start to find nickels in like the weirdest places, and when I say weird, I mean like inside the refrigerator. If you find like a nickel just sitting there inside the refrigerator, know that that is a message from your mother who is trying to, one, give you money because that's all they can give her. They can give her permission to give you. Secondly, just because it's something that would be completely like, that's weird. I don't know if y'all were present. For those of y'all who were in the live on Friday, one of the readings that I did towards the end was a young lady who was in the back gardening in the back of her property. She was gardening, and I connected with her granny for her, and I was sharing her messages and and I told her about this bell, like this Christmas bell, and that I kept telling her about Christmas bells that we have that are these round bells, and I kept saying your granny's going to give you, or you're gonna have a Christmas bell. It looks like this bell, Dane, and I told her the kind of bell that it was, and so she's like, okay. So I said, just look out for those, right? Well, after we got off the live, she was continuing to garden in the back of her property, and she picked up a bag of dirt to move it, and underneath the bag of dirt were 2 small round Christmas bells, the jingle bells, exactly what I had just told her the hour before. And so that was enough for her. She was like, okay, like that's just weird. So I thought that was because she sent me a picture, and I'm going to post it but I was like, that is like fast, like she works fast, but she thought she was like and I was like, that is really fast, and like write it there. So that's actually called a port. For those of y'all who don't know, when a spirit is trying to gift you something or give you a sign that they're around, they can actually make things like, they can make things manifest. And it's called apport. There's apport. There's different words for it, but it's basically they're just making something for you. And usually it's something small. It's usually not like these massive big things, because it's going to be something simple that can be easy for them to do. So just FYI with that. But to get back to your question, your mom is acknowledging. She was acknowledging that garden. Your mom is also acknowledging. Thank you. She is making reference to an image of her, and I want to say that in this picture, either she's completely dressed in white, and it's not like because of a wedding or anything like that. It almost reminds me of like if I were going to sit sideways and I'm wearing like a white jacket or a white top and then like a white cap or a white cowboy hat. There's something like that I'm seeing. So I'm assuming this is like a white, completely white dressed up thing, that, and it's almost like she's looking sideways. She showed me an image of herself like this. So to look out for that, because you may need to, if that's your favorite picture, then that's probably why she's bringing it up. If not, you might see this picture soon, and she's just letting you know or confirming that she's with you. Okay. Daryl's like, Daryl messed these words like, you're famous. I'm like, I'm famous. I wouldn't go that far. I'm definitely well known and I'm making the rounds. I wouldn't say I'm famous. Misty Southwell. Hey Ferny, any messages from my mother Debbie and my father Floyd? Thank you. Yeah, with your mom. First of all, your mom is apologizing. I feel, thank you. The way she's making me feel, it's almost like she wants to let you know that if she ever was impatient or she ever came across in a rude way or in a way where it was critical, she's sorry or she wants to apologize. She says she loves you as well. She also says that you are not a bad daughter. She doesn't want you to either think that or to even consider that. Everybody has issues with their kids, or everybody has, when the kids are younger or they're troublemaker, like everybody, a lot of parents go through that, but she's just acknowledging that situation. Now, if you're going through that right now with someone else, that may be the reason why, because you know how they say like, oh, if you were a brat as a kid, then you end up having a brat as well, because that's almost like payback from the universe. So and it reminds me of that. But anyways, she is also acknowledging, thank you, there's a necklace, so she's acknowledging a necklace, and it may have a symbol, religious symbol. So it might either be like a Virgin Mary or like a cross. So it's a necklace that's going to be connected. It may also either be blessed or it may have gotten blessed, because it may just not be a necklace. There may be like a blessing associated with it. She also keeps acknowledging the number 21 or 22. So either the 21st or the 22nd may be significant, because I'm seeing like that 2, and then I'm seeing another number, but I'm thinking it's 21 or 22. So I'm thinking that that's the number she's trying to make reference to. So I would say it's the 21st or the 22nd of a month that is significant. She's got a baby with her in spirit as well. There's actually 3, but she's highlighting 1. So either if you know of a child that was miscarried, lost, or terminated, to let you know that that baby is with her as well. There's also a lighter or whiter colored animal. I want to say it's probably a dog in spirit as well, because I'm seeing a lighter colored dog type of animal as well. It might have been a little bit patchy. You know how sometimes dogs, they're like lighter, but they also have like a patch, or like it might have some of that going on with it. Okay. Natalie Castellanos. Hey Ferny, any messages from my brother Angel? Is he proud of me? Any advice for me as far as getting through to his kids? So, yes to being proud of you. So he says yes, he's double proud of you. He also is acknowledging a vehicle. So I don't know if you just got a new vehicle or you're about to get a new vehicle, but he keeps talking about a new vehicle, or he's showing me a vehicle as if it's like a new thing, or it's a thing. So he's making reference to that. He's also showing me I think he's also showing me April, because I'm seeing the month of April. I'm seeing 4. So I want to say, yeah, I'm going to say 4. So either the 4th of a month is significant or the month of April is connected, because he's acknowledging that as well. He's writing on my skin and he's showing me 3. So I don't know if there are 3 tattoos that are connected to him, or if there are 3 people who got tattoos for him, or there's a tattoo with 3 parts. But he's acknowledging 3 and tattoos, so he's making reference to that. He also keeps thank you. There's only so much you can do as far as his kids are concerned. He is one of the kids you will be able to help out or to give some support to. The other The others, it's not going to work. So it's almost like he's telling you, like, there's only so much you can do to not stress yourself out. You're not doing him a disservice by letting them do what they're going to do. But there's one child that you will have a closer relationship with that will actually be a beneficial relationship for them. So it's almost like he's making me know that as well. Birds, thank you. If there are any bird decor on the wall that falls down, or bird decor that you get as a gift soon, that's from him, because he's showing me birds on the wall, and then I feel like I want to, like, something's moving off or something's being put up. So he's showing me something like that. So there's a reference there as well. He's also showing me balloons. So there might be, thank you, I'm seeing pink balloons. Either someone may be getting pregnant soon with a little girl, because that's how I would interpret that. Or there's been a little girl born since his passing, and he's wanting to make a reference to. Okay. Oh, thank you, Kaylin. Appreciate that. Latoya McGowan. Hi, Ferny. Anything for me, please and thank you. So in a couple of months, you might have an opportunity to either receive some sort of loan or a financial benefit that could potentially, it could be used in two ways. Either it can be put towards some things that you need to get resolved, or it can be put towards a venture or a business opportunity. If you're going to use it for like a business or invest it into a business or venture opportunity, you need to have that planned out properly and make sure that you don't have to, it's going to sound weird, that you would pay taxes twice. Because I don't know why you would have to pay taxes twice if you took a loan and used that towards a business. But for some reason, I keep thinking of like taxes twice, or something getting dinged as like a double tax. So be careful about that in 2 months. But you could either do that, or you could put it towards some personal debts and stuff that you might need to, or expenses that you could like knock out. And this comes up within a couple of months, so be aware of that. Hi, Dawson. Nikki, Desiree, Nikki Hibner. For any messages from my mom or brother? Yeah. First of all, your brother. It's interesting because I feel like I'm like hanging. It's gonna sound weird. You know, like when you think of like people when they do like the bungee, they're like bungee walking across the bungee like rope line. Like I'm reminded of that. So I don't know if your brother's trying to acknowledge that there was an experience you had where you got on a tightrope or something like that, or there's something about like a rope, because he keeps showing me a rope in the air. So there's something there that he's trying to make reference to, which I would assume is probably maybe to do with like a memory or an experience that you had. He also keeps acknowledging white birds and white feathers. So if you start finding white birds and white feathers, to know that that's going to be from him. He also says he tried to reach out to you in a dream to let you know that everything was okay, or that he was okay. He also says he has a lot of peace now, which makes me think that he didn't have a lot of peace in life. So I'm thinking that he has a lot of peace now. He's pointing to his head. So he might have also had some trouble or some difficulties with his mental state or with his brain function, because he's pointing to his head for some reason. So he's trying to get my attention with that as well. But I think that it's like, you know, whenever like stuff's going on, your blood pressure's going up, and then all of a sudden things just like, I'm almost feeling that way. So he's almost making me reference that. Mom is showing me balloons, which I kind of want to associate with like a birthday. So we might be within 30 days of a birthday that she wants to acknowledge, or 30 days within 30 days within 30 days of a significant event or date of significance that she's trying to acknowledge. But there's a reference there as well. Okay. She's also showing me a ring. So if you have a ring for mom, or if there's a ring you have that was gifted to you, she might be bringing my attention to this. Look at that. Laura Herbert in the Facebook. DM me. That's a troll, y'all. That's a troll. So she will take your money. She ain't a real psychic. Ashley Cook Williams. Hi, Ferny. Do you have a message from my grandma Irene? Yeah, my grandma's name is Irene too. I never met her, so I met her after her passing in spirit form, but I never met her like physically in person. So Your grandma, first, I'm smelling smoke. I don't know if she was having some difficulty with her respiratory system or she was a smoker, but I keep smelling like this chemical smoky smell. So there's a reference there. So I'll leave that with you because you might need to, if she had any issues with her respiratory system or was a smoker, this is probably why she's showing this to me. If not, then there's something going on because I'm smelling this, like, it's weird. It doesn't smell exactly like smoke. It almost smells like a chemical, but I'm smelling something in my nose. So there's a reference to that. She also keeps showing me the number 27. So the 27th of a month may be significant, or February the 7th is significant. She also keeps acknowledging, thank you. She is also showing me a ring, but she's also showing me a stone. So there might be like a sapphire ring or a ruby ring, a ring that's got a stone in it that might be significant as well. She's also drawing on my skin, so there might be a reference to a tattoo or a piece of art that's skin related. Okay. Janet, will I find love again after 10 years as a widow? Please, thank you. So, Janet, you got to do a couple of things. One is, I want you to step outside your comfort zone and actually, like, force yourself to participate in group-like activities. Doesn't matter what the activity is, just where you can just interact with people or you can just connect with people. Even if it's online, it doesn't even have to be in person. Because I feel that in some ways there's a little bit of a wall that's there, and I think to some extent you may not want to waste your time. So part of it is like, I don't want to waste my time, or I don't want to like spend time with someone where it's just going to be a waste, or it's not going to lead anywhere. But sometimes we need practice, right? Sometimes life will give us opportunities to connect with people so that we can practice and get comfortable with like new energies, new personality types. And I think any personality that you have the opportunity to fall in love with is not going to be the personality type that you've had to deal with. Now, I will say, I do think that there will be an opportunity for you, even though right now, I know you said after 10 years as a widow, I feel like it still might take some more time before you end up settling into another serious relationship that I think would be like love and marriage. It may actually take about 6 or 7 more years before you end up settling into that. But the person that you settle into that with, two things. They own a lot of land, or their family owns a lot of land, and they're hysterical. Like, they are hysterical. I also think that they have a little bit of a scar right here because they may have been in the military before, or they got this from their work. But I would say that there's a military tie to them as well. Person's name may start with an R, like Richard, or Rick, or R-I. I'm assuming you're straight, so Richard, or Rick, or Richie, but it's got to sound like that. I also think that they've got a mix in their family line. So they may be like a mix of like Hispanic and white, or like there's like a mix there. So I'm seeing something like that as well. But I do think that you will have an opportunity to have love again, but you need to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. You need to get comfortable with connecting with people and put yourself out there, because if you're waiting on the front steps for someone to show up in a limo and they're ready to like take you out, that's not gonna happen. I mean, sometimes it can happen, but rarely is that the case, because most of the time the universe wants us to like make the effort so that we can let the universe know we're ready and we're willing to take the risk. But I do think that there will be another opportunity for you. You can speed that up, by the way. I know it sounded like a long time from now. You can speed that up, but you're going to need to work on your energy. Watch the film The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, because that'll like kind of help you understand the idea of energy, and like what we do mentally or emotionally and how we sustain our state of being is what we end up getting back from the world. I think that might be one of the next books I'm going to read, because for the study group, I'm going to take a break from A Course in Miracles because it's so long, and then I'm going to take a break from Conversation with God book series that we've been studying. So I'm going to take a couple of breaks once I get to the next sections, and then we're going to start 2 new books. So then that way we can have like a shake up there. Let's go through here because I haven't done anything here. Cassidy, message me in private. We can talk about this in private, okay? Amy Lira, hi Ferny, any messages from my parents and my cousin Daniel? Yeah, as far as your parents are concerned, First of all, they're showing me the month of May, so I want to say that the month of May is significant. So, okay, a couple of things with this. So, first of all, they're acknowledging the 5, which I would consider to be the month of May, unless it's the 5th of a month. But I'm thinking it's the month of May. They're showing me my birthday, which is again May. But then they're also showing me like a baby or a child or like a newborn. So I don't know if there is a baby that was born into the family in May, or if there's going to be a baby coming into the family in May that they're wanting to make reference to or wanting to acknowledge, because they're showing me that visual. I also feel, thank you, they're also acknowledging, they're also referencing, okay, they're showing me Florida because I'm seeing the coastline. So they're acknowledging Florida. So I don't know if they had connections to Florida or if you're dealing with some stuff that has to do with Florida, because they're showing me the coastal line and I'm seeing Florida. They're also thank you. They're also acknowledging the number 11 as well. So the 11th of a month or the month of November may also be significant as well. It's interesting because I keep thinking of like an R name. So they're acknowledging a name. The name is either one of theirs, someone that they're with, or someone that they want to say acknowledge here in life. It's an RU. It feels like it's a female's name versus a male name. Now, when I think of a male, it was like Rudy, but I'm not thinking that's what it is. I'm thinking this is more like Ruthie or Ruth or Russ. Russ. It's like an R. It's like an RU. I want to say it's a short RU. I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. So they're acknowledging a name like that. So if you know of that name, person in spirit, then they're acknowledging that person. If that's one of their names, they're acknowledging their name. If there's someone here, then they just want to say hi to that person or acknowledge that person. Okay. Also, your thank you. They're doing this with your. I think it was with your mom as well. I think she's the one that's like speaking mostly. She's doing this, so there might be a bracelet or something that goes around the wrist that is significant. Okay. All right, let's bring somebody on because we're at the halfway mark. Let's see. Let's go here. Ah, declined. Declined. All right, let's try someone else. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Let's go here. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart. How you doing?
Oh,
Ooh, let's see. I'm letting you clear up because you're like, I'm good. There you. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I can hear. I can hear. You were freezing and then you were slowing down and now it's like frozen. But can you hear me?
I can hear you good.
Oh. Okay, good, good. All right. What you want to ask me about, Mama?
I wanted to ask you about my grandma who recently passed. I wanted to know if she had any messages for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep seeing the number
Okay. You said you keep seeing the number 10-7?
10-7. It's my birthday, but I was seeing it before she died, and I'm still seeing it. I don't know.
Yeah, the number is from your guides. So the number is basically them letting you know that regardless of the circumstances that you're dealing with in life right now, if things are
Mhm.
not going ideally how you would prefer them to go, and not just with your grandmother passing, but also just in life in general, that you're supposed to be going through this period as is. Don't lose faith. There's more happening behind the scenes than you realize. So to just have faith and just keep pushing forward, keep pushing forward. So that's what the number represents for you right now. So just
Okay.
keep faith, keep the faith, and keep going forward. You said, and your grandma, right? You want to talk to your grandma?
Yes.
Yeah. She's showing me the number 17. Do you know 17? Do you know if there's also a connection to the month, the number January the 7th or the 17th of a month?
No.
Okay. I'm seeing the number 17. So either the 17th of a month is significant or January 7th is somehow connected because she's making reference to that. She also is squeezing my throat. Do you know if she was not able to take in fluids or liquids towards the end, or she just could not eat anymore?
Yep.
Got
She
it. Do
couldn't.
you
At toward the end, she couldn't.
got it. Do you also know if her kidneys or her liver were starting to fail?
Her heart but I don't know if her kidney or liver
Okay,
was.
she's showing me her liver and her kidneys because she makes me feel like it's a little painful. Either she had a urinary tract infection or she had a catheter and she could not use the bathroom, and so she's acknowledging, but the pain, and it's almost like she's doing this and then she's taking me into the lower extremities and she's like squeezing and making me feel a bit pain there. So there's a
Mhm.
reference to this. She also makes me feel. Do you know if the people who were supposed to be taking care of her, the people or the person that was supposed to be responsible for her, if they weren't able to keep up with everything, or there was a little bit of a lapse in their care?
I think that it was, yes.
Okay, because the word she used was negligence, which is why I'm asking that. Because
Yes.
she used the word negligence, and I'm like, what is this? So in my mind, when I think of like someone having a UTI and it's not being treated, or them having like kidney failure or liver failure and not doing anything to help with the pain, it's almost like she's acknowledging this. Do you also know if they were just kind of mixing up pain meds or not really being strategic with what they were giving her?
I don't know about that, but the mistreatment, I feel like the
Okay.
family does feel like that happened.
Because
Yes.
I feel like I'm receiving meds or medication and it's not the best amount. It's either the wrong dose or it's not like the best for me because she's
Hmm.
making me feel like this as well. She also may have been suffering from nausea with all of this as well because she keeps making me feel like I feel dizzy and I want to throw up, and that's the way she's
Yeah.
making me feel. She also, I know you said the heart, but she is also acknowledging that she may have actually had a type of cancer that was not diagnosed. Do
Uh,
you know if she had already had a bout of cancer before?
her son had just died 6 months before her of cancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But I don't know if she had
that's
ever had.
okay. She makes me feel like if this wasn't going to be the way she was going to go, she was going to go anyways within a year. So this was going to happen regardless, regardless of the care she received or not, because that's the way she's making me feel. Um, she's trying to give me a name. Do you know there's a connection to? I don't even know if it's a male or female's name, but I'm going to spell it out. I want to spell it out like Amy, but it's not Amy. It's like Amran, Amri, Amran. It's almost like an Amron sounding name. Do you know if there's like an Amri or Amro or Amori sounding name connection?
No.
Okay. It's like, so I think of like Armando or Amanda, like those are similar names, but I don't feel like it's
Hmm.
exactly that. This is a different name. She's
Hmm.
acknowledging this name. It does sound like a male's name that
Uh-huh.
she's wanting to acknowledge or make reference to. So you may have to think about this. I
Okay.
wouldn't be surprised if this is also connected to the brother or connected to that side of the family and someone else.
Oh, yeah. Her son, his name is Stephen Andre.
Oh, Andre. Okay. He's still
Andre.
alive. He's still alive?
He's still alive.
Okay. So thank you. And is that a repeating name? Because I'm seeing it twice.
No, not
Okay.
that.
There's not two more Andres in the family?
No,
Okay. You
not
need to
that.
do some homework because there's two more people with that name that may be passed
Okay.
down. So, but anyway, she's acknowledging that person. So I think that's just her way of wanting to let them know that she's around and she's okay and she sees them.
Hmm.
She's doing this. Do you know if there had been a dispute, a bit of a disagreement over money before she passed?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Because she's talking about how someone had said that they could get money for her health, her care, that could have improved some of the circumstances, but they would have had to go through like a special program or apply for it. And there's something about the money and it being a factor with what happened to her.
Yes, that sounds familiar. That
Okay.
sounds familiar. Uh-huh.
She's acknowledging like she knows the situation or how this turned out. She
Hmm.
also keeps thank you. She also keeps acknowledging. She showed me the Wizard of Oz. Do you know if Dorothy or Ruby are connected?
No.
Dorothy, Dorothea, uh, it's got to be a Dorothy name because I'm only seeing the D.
There is
Dor-
a Dorothea. There is a Dorothea.
who is Dorothea to your grandma?
She passed. She was actually in the same place that my grandma was living.
She's just acknowledging. She's just acknowledging
Mhm.
who's with her and who she has with her. So she's letting you know
Mhm.
she's in good company. She's okay.
Okay.
She says that you. She says she loves you. Um, is this your mom's mom?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is your mom working your nerve right now? Are y'all not really getting along right now?
Yeah. Me and my mom are.
Okay. She says she loves you. Your grandma says she loves you, and she says I don't know why she considers herself your mother because she wants to call herself your mom.
It
And it's
was
like
pretty
she
much.
raised you, or like she took care of you more than your mom did. But this is the way she's coming across to me.
That's her. Yeah.
She just says that she's watching you, that she's around, and that even though you may not get along with your mom all the time, you don't have to. That you only really have one true mother, and she calls herself that. So she just wants to acknowledge herself with that as well. She also talks about a piece of jewelry or making a piece of jewelry out of something. Were you planning on making a piece of jewelry connected to her?
I have been wearing something that makes me feel connected to her.
Okay, got it. She's just acknowledging that and that she's okay and she's with you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
All right, sweetheart. You take
Thank you
care of
so much.
yourself.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Mama.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Let's see. Going to the next person.
Hi.
Hello.
I love when you
Hi.
click my name.
Oh. How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. So I just want to know if my mom or dad have any messages for me.
Mm-hmm. Did the bed break? This is sound weird. Did the bed break, or did the bottom supports of the bed get replaced, or just break? Okay. I don't know what they're trying to tell me, but the
Yeah.
first thing they showed me, you know how you have like box spreads and then there's like a box bottom part?
Yeah.
Okay. They're showing me something like this. Is there a box that is connected to one of them?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. I'm seeing this box bed thing. I don't know what that has to do with, but it's
Okay.
almost like I'm seeing this box wooden frame and then a bed on top. And that's how I was thinking about that.
Okay.
Um, do you know if one of your parents, either there had been some talk that one of them kept a little money secret, or they kept a little money kind of hidden because they didn't want people to find it?
I know my mom had some money put away. It was like a part of the COVID funding because I'm in Ontario, so I think she had put some away. But yeah, that's as far as I know.
Okay. Do you know of a piece of furniture that was like a wooden frame or a wooden like support like that?
Not that I'm aware of. No.
Okay. You'll have to think about it because
Okay.
that's what they'll show me, and then they're doing this like money, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
well, what do you mean? What are you saying?
Yeah.
Where's the money? Where's the money? So they're doing that. So I don't know
Yeah.
if they're trying to tell you there's money that may be hidden in furniture that they had, or
Yeah.
you might find something in like an old bed or mattress. But there's something about this, so be aware of that.
Okay.
Your mom is also, thank you. Is there also a Christy or Crystal or Christopher name connection?
My grandma's name is Christine, and my uncle's name is Christopher, which is her brother.
Got it. Is your uncle's also passed?
No, he's alive.
Okay, your grandma is passed though, right?
Nope, life was
Oh,
well.
okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask them what they want to say about that then, because I feel like she's trying to acknowledge someone that's there. There's
Mhm.
another Chris. There's another Chris name. Is there another Kristen name?
Um, no, just my grandma and my uncle.
This is somebody else. There's another Chris name in spirit, and it may even start off with a K. So I'll leave that with you because you might have to think about it.
Okay.
I feel like I want to bring up somebody else's family. Um, are there any medical care workers in the family?
Um, my sister at the moment, the only thing she's doing is like a medical secretary,
Okay.
but that's it really. Yeah.
There's a K Chris sounding name,
Mhm.
I think, in spirit.
Okay.
And I feel like they're wanting to connect it to the medical person. So if
Okay.
she's the one working as a medical worker, and I'll consider that medical, ask her about this Chris name in spirit, because I feel like
Okay.
this is someone that is trying to be acknowledged, and I feel like they're trying to tie themselves in. I don't
Okay.
think this is the uncle or the grandmother. So FYI, because it feels like it's somebody that's already passed. That's how I want to
Yeah.
describe it. And
Okay.
it's like someone that would have passed suddenly or unexpectedly, and people didn't think that they would pass when they did.
Okay.
And it would have been sudden. With your mom is showing me a tree. Do you have a special tree connected to mom?
No.
Okay. It looks like I'm seeing a Snoopy tree. This is a Christmas tree, or this is a type of pine or a tree.
Oh, actually, this past Christmas, I did a tree in theme of her of butterflies.
Ah,
Yeah.
perfect. This is her way of acknowledging what you did in
Okay.
honor of her and just acknowledging that effort. And so she's saying thank you to you. So she's acknowledging that. She's funny because she's pulling on your hair. Was mom, why are you pulling on her? Know how to have a good time. She know how to like just go with it and just have a good time.
Yeah.
Okay. I think she's just trying to acknowledge like the fun you're having with your hair, or just like the fun of the hair,
Yeah.
and so she's just acknowledging that. She's also like she wishes she would have done some of this stuff when she was alive,
Yeah.
because it's almost like I like sometimes she shouldn't have cared so much about what other people thought. Do you understand that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
She always gave me crap about dyeing my hair, and I actually did just do it. And she would always tell me, let it grow. And then she would like, she's naturally blonde, so she would dye it black, but she would always go and bleach it and then ruin her own hair and go, oh, I ate my own words. So
Yeah, I think she's like finally giving you like it's okay for you to be, unique and to do what you want to do. And I wish I would have done more of that when I was alive. So I think that's her way of like acknowledging that. And sorry that she gave you a hard time about it. There's a candle as well. Do you have a candle that you light for her?
I do, and it has Jesus on it. Yes.
Perfect. She's acknowledging the candle as well. Also, if you have any toys, do you have any children?
I have 3. Yes.
Okay. If there's like a rolly thing that moves around or starts to like do its own thing, like a remote toy thing, that's her. Because she says she messes with like this remote vehicle that goes like zoom zoom. And it's like remote control, or it's like it would like you wind it and it moves. But she's acknowledging messing with something like this. That this would be a sign from her as well. And that when she does this, it doesn't mean to scare you. It's not like there's a poltergeist or anything. She's just like trying to get y'all's attention.
Yeah, my son actually has been doing a lot of weird stuff in the house. We say, okay, maybe it's just mom or dad, and my they were best friends, my son and my mom. So I see him, he'll play peekaboo in my hallway, and he'll like sit in his room and go hi. I'm like, and he's 2.5, so
Yeah.
usually he doesn't say hi unless it's a person, and I get like, oh, please just tell me you're like talking to your grandmother.
It's not grandmother.
No.
He's actually seeing ghosts.
Okay.
Because he's also medium himself.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't think that's grandma. I think that's a ghost, and he's actually seeing a spirit. I don't think they mean him any harm, and I think they just wanted someone to play with, and he's willing to play with them. So I think as he gets older, it'll stop. It'll go away.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, your mom's fine. She's okay. She's with you, sweetheart.
Okay.
She's drunk. Do you have a tattoo, or is there something here that's going to connect it to her?
I do.
Ah,
Yes.
Perfect. She's acknowledging that as well, because she was just
Okay.
writing on my skin. So just that's just her.
Does my dad have anything to say, or?
The only thing that he's acknowledging, he's showing me balloon, which is a representation of a birthday within 30 days. Do you know if there's a date of significance within 30 days, or if he died within 30 days of a birthday or date of significance?
No, not that I'm aware of. No.
It would be within 30 days of when he died, forward or
Yeah.
backwards, or right now within 30 days. So the date of significance, whether they be like a death date or a birth date.
No. Yeah.
Oh, he's showing it to me. So
Yeah.
you might have to look into
Yeah,
it because
that's
he's showing me some.
something.
Yeah, it would have been. It's a double date. It's a double date.
Like the only thing I can think of is I have a little brother from his side, and his birthday's tomorrow. But I mean, the timing. Like my dad passed like 3 months ago,
Mm.
so.
So,
That's
but the brother is that connected to your dad?
Yeah, we have the same dad, different moms.
Yeah, he's wishing him a birthday.
Okay.
But there's 2 dates because he said a double date, so there
A
might
double
be
date,
another
yeah.
date. So if his birthday is tomorrow,
Yeah.
what is tomorrow? Tomorrow's the 17th. There may be another date of significance on the 17th of the month on a different month as well, because he's
Okay.
talking about the double date. And usually that's how I would interpret it.
Okay.
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 All right, sweetheart.
Perfect.
Will you
Thank
take
you
care?
so much.
You're
You
welcome.
too.
All right,
Have
darling.
a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's see. Let's go here. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Oh my God. I was like, what's going on with my phone?
I'm good. Thank you.
Oh gosh. Well, at least it's funny. We've had situations in the past where people accept the call, and like I had one lady who's one of like she's hysterical. She cracked me up. She was asleep, and she was like that, and so I was trying to wake her up, like wake up, Lolly. I called her Lolly, wake up, and she would wake up. So you were
Oh,
fine.
that's awesome.
Yeah. What do you want to ask me about?
So I wanted to ask about if so I'm wanting so I have my own
Before you ask me anything, there's baby energy around you. Normally, I pick up baby energy around someone if there's either going to be a pregnancy, changes with the reproductive system, or there's a baby coming into the family. So if you're not planning for any pregnancy within the next 2 or 3 months, be careful. If it's not you, there might be an announcement in like close, like immediate family. There may be an announcement about a baby or a pregnancy. So be aware of that.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not right now. I know that. I was confirmed today
Yeah.
that I'm
Yeah.
not.
Like I said, be careful if you're not planning for it.
Okay. Thanks,
Yeah.
Ferny.
Mm-hmm.
I was just wondering if you can, because I'm thinking about maybe creating a product and selling it for it to go on shelves, maybe has my name on it, but I don't know what exactly. So I don't know if you see anything in that.
When you say product, is there like a type of product you're talking about, or are you just like anything that's like a product?
Anything that's a product. And honestly, it's just kind of been on my mind. I
Mm-hmm.
don't do that right now. I have a pet sitting business,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a consulting business, but it's kind of a thought that just came in my mind, thinking that maybe I can just create this product that's needed, but I don't know. I was hoping that you can give me some more insight, or if you see.
Yeah, you can try. You can try three. You can try There's three things that I would suggest. Seeing that you've got a pet sitting thing going on, that would actually be a perfect perfect avenue to do this. Like these fur friends health and wellness kits that have like a lot of the things that people don't realize that animals need to feel healthy or to be healthy, or that would help them, that come together in like a prepackaged kit or a kit like that, custom kits for certain types of animals with certain types of conditions that would help them to make their lives a little bit easier. That's one idea. You can also do human health and wellness kits where if a person has a specific type of condition, like if someone suffers from hormonal irregularities, then the kit has a bunch of things that are proven or that are understood to improve or to stabilize a person's hormones. If someone's trying to get pregnant, then there are certain things that would improve libido for both the spouse and also for them, so they can have a better opportunity. I would also recommend trying to create everything. In my mind, everything is kit related based on health and wellness or mental state, because mental health is going to become the reason why I'm suggesting mental health or health and wellness is because these are going to be two huge areas that are going to grow tremendously over the next few years. And the health and wellness industry and mental health industry are going to evolve tremendously. A lot of money is going to be made in that industry. So if you can produce products that are either utilizing much more genuine, authentic resources or substances, or if you want to create custom related types of things to help people. Because when someone's going through something like, what do I do? What am I supposed to? And they don't know, right? And so it almost helps to create an opportunity for them to get a handle or to get that control back.
Okay. And that's what you see. So you're seeing like something with kits.
It's either health and wellness or animals. Yes, I'm seeing like kits or supportive type products.
Okay.
In that way.
Okay. And I have one more. Something
Sure.
about, do you have anything from my guides? Any messages or?
Do you know your guide's name?
No, I don't.
Yeah. The main guide's name is a female. I feel like her name is like Shalene. Because I want to say Sheila, but it's not Sheila. It's like Shalene. So, yeah, Shalene. CH, by the way, it's not SH. CH, Shalene. Like Kathleen, but Shalene. So that's how I would say it. That's your main guide. You were sisters in a past life, interestingly enough. So this is like one of those rare situations where guides have actually like had past lives with someone. Message as far as your guides are concerned. Do you have a tendency of being a control freak? You can say yes. It's okay. You can say, I'm a control freak. It's okay. Babe, am I a control freak? Yeah. Just
My husband would
where you want everything to be exactly the way it's supposed to be. You're like, and you get crazy if you don't have that kind of control. Yeah. Stop trying to control everything. Leave yourself open. Sometimes just having random encounters and random connections with people can actually change and shift a lot of things in your life. In the next year, a lot of things in the family are going to shift around a bit, and it's going to feel like there's a lot of situations that are not under control. It is okay though, because there needs to be this whole realignment, because when that's done, the way that you interact and engage with family is going to be somewhat different, and you're actually going to find yourself having more opportunities in career and business that will be present for you. But whatever happens with the family is going to benefit what you're going to be gaining from your life in the process. But it may feel like you want to help control or help to kind of do some things there with the family. It may not be something you can really control, and you may just have to go with the flow. And this is in the next year.
Okay. Okay. Family, this is like my parents, maybe my sister, or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I think it has more to do with what's going on with them and the sister than it has to do with you. But you might feel really sucked into that, and it may just be like something you really feel like you need to get involved with and have a say so in. But it's almost like I kind of want to pull you out of that and say, no, let that be the way it is, because if you get involved, you might actually change something in a way that is not going to benefit them or you. So you may just need to kind of take a step back and watch from a distance.
Okay. Mind my business. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that works. Thank you so much. I'm in Houston, so yeah.
Oh, is it hot over there?
Yeah, real hot.
Yeah. Get ready for the power outages. I'm sure they're about to start. So
they've already been telling everyone.
Oh, yeah. God, I'm just like so sick of that. Yeah. All right, Mama, you take care of yourself. Again, watch out for the baby energy.
All right, thanks, Ferny.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's go into another one. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to... pick someone, and then they went away. Let's see. Let's go here. Am I picking people? Because it's like, oh, it's like picking more than one. Got it. Let me go here. Let's do this. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Literally, you were just saying that, and I had already picked you, so that's funny. But would you
Going
want to
to
ask
the
me?
other room. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, fine. That's fine.
Okay.
All right.
Yes. Oh my God, I can't believe you picked me.
Well, what do you want to ask me about?
I wanted to I'm trying to hear from my mom. Her birthday is
Don't tell me too much.
Friday.
Don't tell me too much. So you want to connect with your mama?
Yes.
Got it. Thank you. With mom, do you know if there was an infection going on in her system?
Yes.
Okay. Do you also know if there might have even been like an internal bleed out or internal infection, like internal bleeding infection as well, besides just the infection?
I know they were saying she did have an infection, yes.
Okay, because she's acknowledging that. She also says she didn't realize she had the infection. Do you know if she didn't know about it?
She didn't know. We didn't know.
Because she says she didn't know about it. She also makes me thank you. She also is acknowledging the number 7. Do you know if July or the 7th of a month is connected?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. She's also acknowledging the month of September as well. Do you know if September is also connected?
Yes.
Okay. She also keeps acknowledging thank you. I don't know if she's wanting to do this or she's like just slapping you on the head, but does she have a habit of just kind of like slapping people or like just like whacking people?
No, not to my knowledge.
She's doing something because she's like, at first I thought I was doing like, you know, when I want to do that, and then and it's almost like a joke. So is there something y'all been doing or something that's a joke where it's like whoever can do the slap and then if they don't catch it, they're going to get hit?
I know it was a hand game she taught me
Okay,
growing up.
hand game. So she's acknowledging that hand game. She also keeps, thank you. She also keeps acknowledging, she's trying to give me a name as well. Do you know there's also a Roberta or Robert name connection?
Robert.
I think it's a female. I don't think it's a male, so I don't think it's Robert. It's Roberta or Rafina.
Oh, it's not. Is it a Barbara?
It's
Or
a female, Roberta or Rufina, and it almost sounds like this would be connected to like a neighbor.
a name? Robert.
That stayed by, ain't that her name? That stayed by us?
Robin.
Yeah.
Robin, she was a neighbor. I know
She
that.
passed?
No, she didn't.
No, this is a female that's passed. That's got like a R name like Rufina, Roberta. That's okay. I'll leave. You have to think about it, but there's
Okay.
someone with her that she wants to acknowledge. And this would have been years ago. This would have been like 5+ years back in the day. So
Oh, back in the day.
yeah. So this would have been a while ago that this person passed away. They had gout, or they had some issues with their leg where there was like also an infection or something in the leg that was acting up.
Okay.
So when you figure it out, so that's who that's from. She's letting you know who's with her. There are 5 babies in spirit with her. Do you know 5 children that were miscarried, lost, or terminated connected to the immediate family?
Yes.
5?
Not for me, but I know probably 2, 3, 4. I know of 5. Yep.
Okay. She's acknowledging the 5 with her in spirit, so she's letting you know about this. She also makes me feel. Do you have the little pouch? There's like a little. It's like I don't know. It's like it reminds me of like a change bag or a little change purse. But it's like a little pouch. Do you have something like that that belongs to Mama as well?
Yes.
Okay. Do you also know if there is like a either an angel wing or an angel pen that's connected?
I have an angel wing with her necklace with her ashes in it.
Perfect. She knows about it, so she's just acknowledging the connection to that. Okay. She
Okay.
says that she loves you. Ooh, Mom, stop. She says that she loves you. She would have never left you if this was her choice. She says they came for her and she had no choice. She had to go with them. So she's letting you know that. She also says that you are. Thank you. Are you a mother?
Yes.
Okay. She says you're a good mother. She says you have to be tougher one. So she's letting you know because you might have a tendency of not getting tough enough. She says you need to be a tougher one. She also says they don't get games unless they earn those grades. So to FYI with that, because she's like, don't be just going along with whatever because you just want to make people happy. She also says, okay, does your mom have a sister?
Yep.
She's still alive though, right?
Yep.
Okay. Does the sister sometimes have too many opinions?
Yes.
Okay. Your mom says this is how she's been since she was little. She ain't changed one bit. So don't expect changes from her because this is who she is. So just don't take it so personally. Sometimes you just have to let people talk. So your mom is just acknowledging that.
Okay, yes.
Your mom is not upset with you. Were you not able to be at the hospital with her when she passed?
I was there, but I wasn't sure if I made the right decision, and that's been heavy on me.
Okay. I'm going to ask her about that. No, she's sticking to what she just said. Was her sister not there at the hospital with her?
Her sister was.
Why is she bringing this up? The way it's almost like, here's how she's describing it. It's like I go to one location or one facility, and then it's almost like either this ain't the best location or this may not have been the best place to have gone, but then there's like another one. Had y'all thought about moving her to a different location?
It was a hospice. We thought about bringing her home.
Okay.
To the sister house, but I just felt like it was going to be too much on the kids.
Okay. She's fine with what was done. I don't think she has an issue with that because I'm asking her if she can like tell me more. She says she's not. It's not a problem for her, so she's okay with that. So I don't think she wants you to worry about the decision that you made. So in other words, she's fine with the decisions you made. Stephanie, is there a Stephanie name?
Stephanie
Connected to the sister?
I know a Stacy, but not a
Who is
Stephanie.
Stacy to your mom?
They weren't really close. It was like she was part of um like my sister, like they had different, like it was my aunt, which is her sister. It was her brother's girlfriend. So
Okay.
I did that, but
Yeah, I'm asking her, what are you talking about? Is that what you're talking about?
mm,
That's not it. Trying to figure out what she's trying to say about this because she was talking about not being with her, and then she brought up the move at the facility, which y'all had to put her in hospice, and she wanted to go home. That would make sense to me, but she's talking about not being with her, so she's acknowledging someone that was not there or was not present for her passing, and then
was
she's
it
trying.
was it my sis? Was it my baby sister Tiana? That's the baby. She wasn't there.
She's not confirming that. Trying to figure out where she's going with it because she brought up that, and then she was bringing up the Stephanie name or the is your baby sister in a relationship
No, she was. I
at
don't
the
know if she
time
is now, but
pass?
she's right
Is that
there.
her? Is that baby
Yeah.
sister?
Yes.
Hey, baby girl. Okay. When your mama passed, were you were in a relationship?
Well, I was like talking to a boy, and then we started dating, but we're not talking no more.
Okay. What was that person's name?
His name was Joseph.
Okay. I don't know what your mom was trying to say, but here's what I kind of want to think. I think first of all, your mom is wanting to acknowledge you not being there, and since you were listening in on what your other sister was telling me, I think your mom is acknowledging that it's fine that you were not present when she actually passed, and that she's okay with this. So I think she's just wanting to let you know that it's okay, but she's also acknowledging this ST name like Stephanie or it could be Stella, but it's got like an ST name. Do y'all know of an ST name that's also passed? Female
Uh, Stacy.
that's passed?
Well, I don't know. I know she went missing, but no
Uh,
one knew where she was. It was her. It was one of my sister's dad. He actually passed this year as well. His sister. His name
okay.
was Timothy.
And she hasn't been found yet?
No.
I think that's what she's trying to tell us then. So I think, first of all, she was trying to tell your sister it's okay that she wasn't there, but then she's trying to bring up this other person that's there now. And if
They,
this ST name is there and she
yes.
went missing, this is probably what she's trying to acknowledge that they are past. They're not
Yeah,
really there.
cause no one know where she was or she hasn't been seen,
Yeah.
and
Do y'all know if she had been taking medications or she had been taking stuff?
I know she was on drugs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh, yeah. I almost feel, thank you. There's some sketchiness there. It's not like she just like went off somewhere, did drugs, and that's where she's at. It almost feels like there was a incident
Yeah.
and she was put somewhere.
Yeah. Did she seem like shocked, like Stacy's here, like Stacy, because no one
She
knows to
she
this
just wanted
day.
to make sure that I knew this ST female that it sounded like Stephanie, but Steffi
Stacy.
that was there. So if this Stacy was missing, she's acknowledging that Stacy being there with her.
Okay.
Um, they're gonna find her. There's a bunch of warehouses that are right near like a where are you right now? Where was Stacy when this all happened? Where was she at?
St. Louis, St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
St. Louis,
Where
Missouri.
she went missing, if there's like an area or a district that's kind of like where all the warehouses are at and all the distribution places are at in that area, it feels like they are gonna find her at some point. I don't know how soon, but it feels like it's around an area where there's these warehouses because it feels like she might have had something to do with a person that actually had connections to one of those warehouses or worked at one of the warehouses. Also, they would use that spot because that's where they would make their trades, and
Oh,
so she's acknowledging some of that as well. I feel confident that she was involved with somebody who did this to her.
okay.
Okay.
I wanted to ask about my stepdad, which is her dad, because he
Mm-hmm.
passed on.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know if him and my mom was together because he passed in 17 and
Yeah.
then my mom ended up passing. So,
Yeah.
you
He's
know,
repeating his name. Is someone named after him?
her name is Tiana.
Oh, is she? Are you named after your father?
No.
No. He's repeating his name. His name is repeated. So is someone named after him, or is he named after someone?
My brother?
Who? Aaron? No, that's Aaron, not Tara. No.
Oh, no, nobody named it that.
Mm-mm.
There's a person named after him. So he's acknowledging his name and he's repeating it. So either his first name or his middle name, but he shares his name with somebody else because he's acknowledging that. He's also acknowledging the month of November. Do you know if 11 or the month of November is connected?
Mm,
No, that's not.
Okay. 11th or the month of November is connected somehow. So y'all gonna have to think about that. He's there. He is with mom. Also, I don't know if he was having cramps in his arms or is because he's doing this as if he was having issues and there was. Thank you. Do you know if he actually went into cardiac arrest?
Yeah, he had
Do you know they worked on him?
I'm not sure. I know he was in hospice and they tried. He had issues with his heart.
Okay, that's okay. He's just acknowledging the cardiac arrest and them trying to keep him going, but he was done. So he's just making me feel this way.
Yeah.
Check into his name because someone's got the name. Someone's got his name. He's okay. He's with y'all. He's with you. He actually showed up in the dream, so he may have showed up in your just a dream. Okay.
He did. He was just in my dream last night.
Okay, so he was in your
He
dream.
was just in my
He's
dream
just letting
last
you know
night.
that was him. That was him. He's just wanting to let you know he was okay and he's there. Okay.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right,
he was
sweetheart. I'm
in
gonna
my
let you
dream.
go. Y'all take care of
Thank
yourself.
you so much.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Bye bye. All right, guys, I'm done. So I love you all. I will be back in about an hour. I'm actually about to be on. I'm going to get off, get back on for our study group because we're doing study group now. I used to do it in an hour after, but now we're doing it like straight up. So, all right, guys, I'll be back in a few minutes for our study group time. Okay, take care.